What do you guys think of Nems?
I
Bing Bong.
I fuck with Nems.
Yeah.
The Bing Bong dude, right? All right. So, reason I bring him up is because I see this energy coming back, and I feel like we're having a renaissance right now. When I see guys like Nems on the block, and he's bing bonging out and he interviewing people, and New York City's back. It's all about the accent, the clothes, the vibes, the energy. It's all about bars and beats and boom bap again. I get excited, you know. I know a lot of people want to hate, but Action Bronson is another one that, you know, kept Bronson. It pure. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I fuck with Bronson heavy, man. Kept it real pure, real hip hop, you know. So in terms of like the Nems movement, the Griseldas, the Coast Contras, and even some of our heroes like Method Man putting out new music recently, Exhibit putting out new music recently with Raz Kaz. You know, what do you guys think? Do you guys think that there is? Are we? Let me ask you this question: do you think we're in the '80s and that the '60s was hot in the '80s again because people found Led Zeppelin again, people found Pink Floyd again? People found these groups that were 60s, 70s groups. They resurged in the 80s and 90s. Are we going through a resurgence right now, a renaissance in hip-hop?
I believe so. And we can hear it. We can feel it. It got us speaking this way. And the energy's coming back. And I think the way the world is evolving and what we're going through kind of helped that to happen with the lockdowns, the pandemics. It made everybody more cerebral.
Let's speak on that. Let's speak on that real quick. Let's not even glaze over that, man, because that's a deep topic right there you're talking about. What you're trying to say, hold up a second. What you're trying to say, Migraine, is that because of the pandemic, things sped up, things accelerated, and we, instead of waiting 5 years for that to happen, it happened in 1 year. Does that sound accurate?
I think a lot of excess fat got eliminated. Like if clubs are shut down for so much time, you can't make club bangers. You're not going touring. You got to work on your art, so your art gets strong. And those who are strong about their art and really put in the work with their words or their music and or whatever, that's gonna show. And whatever, all the people that are not that deep with it, they're gonna get eliminated.
Well,
all the fad music and all the music with no substance, it's not gonna last.
That's an interesting way to put it, man. A trimming of the fat. That is a great way to put it, because you're right. Like we experienced sort of a cutoff. Like you could not perform anymore. You could not, you couldn't do anything but go virtual at this point. And a lot of people went home and cried. They balled up and were like, I can't function anymore. I don't know how to work anymore. That's an interesting way of putting it. Trimming the fat.
But see, that also goes into the whole point of hip hop being a mindset and something that's instilled in certain people. Because even in the 90s and 2000s, there was stuff out there that was trash. But now we're in an era where you can hear everybody. So everyone can have a computer and a voice in their house and a sound. So you hear more, but all that little small shit ain't popping. Like, people thought they was going to jump off on the new wave and like just because you got it's dope for people that's really ill and really in touch with the shit to be able to put their shit out themselves. But it's a double-edged sword, because now you hear all the trash. There was trash in the streets in the 90s, but it would never make the airplay. Now you just hear all of it. So it's like, it seems like there's so much. That's why what he's saying, like when they carrying it on, like, yeah, like it is kind of a resurgence, but at the same time, it's something that's always been there. Like he said, like it's something that it's still in you. If it's in you, it's in you. If you fucking with it, you fuck with it. If you feeling it, and that's the whole vibe of it, is like, if you really with it, like there are dudes that can spit now that might be young headed, you know what I mean? Whatever, that's ill, but they can be heard now. But everyone else can be heard as well. So you can hear all the trash. You gotta pick through and cipher through. Like, well, I'm gonna do this. Like, but it is like everything goes around, comes around. Everything came back around.
It's like a sifter. You're dropping it through the sift, and you got to find them gems. And it's like this. Let's say everything's post-apocalyptic, right? No internet, no social media. Who's gonna last?
Word.
us, people from us and before us, because we know how to read maps. We know how to start a campfire. We know how to hunt.
I was about to say,
You're done.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I could start a fire. I could kill an animal. I could eat
Bear
bush.
Grylls, nigga.